Hi everybody, so I'm back here with another video, and as you've probably seen from the title, this is a Mighty Max haul. Um, I, well, we'll go through and we'll talk about everything, so I'm just going to start. So, first up, let's start with this. So, Mighty Max, if you didn't know, was based, I want to say it was Bluebird Toys. Yeah, Bluebird Toys made these. And it was based on the Polly Pocket, which is basically the girls' version of this. They had made those and decided to make these for the boys. And then they made a cartoon that was done very, very well. It was an amazing cartoon. And it basically starred Mighty Max, and he got a magical hat that would essentially he would use to travel around the world and stop bad guys. And he'd travel around with his little buddy, which I've got right here, Norman, and his, I guess, guidance teacher, leader, person, Virgil, Chicken. And I don't have a Mighty Max. I should have grabbed one. But anyway, so they would go around and stop bad guys, and they came out with these little ideas. You know, the cartoon, I'm sure, was to sell the toys. But anyway, so we're just going to jump in here and show you the toys. If you want to look up a history of Mighty Max, go ahead. If you've never seen the cartoon, I'd highly recommend watching it. So first up, we have, and I think this was the Nuke Ranger. And he's basically missing, I've just got this little piece here that clips on, but he's missing Max and the bad guy. Don't worry, we're going to get to some good stuff. A lot of this is not the best of stuff, but I got some really good stuff, so you're going to see some cool stuff if you like Mighty Max. Next up, we got this guy, and I'm not sure which one this one was. I want to say this was the Man-Eater one. And it's basically missing everything. So hopefully one day I'll find parts for those. And then I got a couple McDonald's ones. And this one, Max basically just runs around the little monster here. I thought there was a little twist dial. Yeah. Anyway. I'm going to lower this camera here so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. There we go. That's better. And then this was the werewolf, I think is what this one was supposed to be. But it's missing everything. Anyway, we're going to go through the ones that are missing everything, or at least close to missing everything. And this was the Zomboid, I believe. And they made these in all different kinds of sizes and everything, which you'll see some bigger ones here in a second. But the only thing I've got from this one is this little leech thing. So, then we got another McDonald's one, which the Max just, you see the Max inside there, and he just kind of moves up this little track here. Nothing too special. This one, this was the wolf ship, and I'm basically missing everything on this one. And then we got the Battle Cat. I may already have this one. I feel like I've got this one somewhere. A lot of these feel familiar, so I don't know if I've got them or what. But this one's supposed to have a giant mammoth that sits in here, and I feel like I've got that one, because I feel like I've seen the mammoth somewhere. Close that, close that. There we go. Put that back. And then we got... okay, so this one was the Man-Eater, so I don't know. I still don't know what this one was. This could have been the Lava Beast. I bet that was the Lava Beast. I got my notes over here where I wrote them down, because I went through all these and had to sort out a bunch of parts. But this one's the Man-Eater one, and it's missing basically everything. But it's still cool. This is one I'd really like to complete. And one of the coolest things that was in this lot that I bought, and I'll tell you the story of how I bought it here in a minute, once we get through all this stuff. He's missing the little Mighty Max that goes inside it, but I actually think I already have this one. I think I got it a while back. So, but it's always cool to find these watches. These watches are kind of pricey too. I am missing a lot of Maxes. That's the one thing I am missing. A lot of these I do have parts for. The ones that I do have that I'm getting ready to show you, I'm missing a lot of Maxes. Before we get into this, these were all parts that I had extra. From what I could tell, so I had an extra Virgil. He's got to go in one of these sets somewhere. And that thing. And this looks like a Dragon Ball Z guy. So I don't really know why he's in here. And then you already seen Norman. And then this guy. Eventually I'll find homes for those and figure out where they go. I think I went through most of these and figured it out. So if you see something I'm missing, if you know anything about these, let me know. So first up, or well, not first up, what we'll look at next, I guess, is this thing. And if I can open it, that's the only problem with these things, is opening them. So this one, the only thing I've got is this little monster that's supposed to go in here. So I'm going to put him over in the other box. And then this. And that other one was a sea squirm. Then I've got this one, which is the Robot Invader. And there's supposed to be a Mighty Max in there and then a big head thing. But I do have the little robot guy that goes with it. And then now we're starting to get into some of the good stuff, I think. And this one, which, you're not the Cyclops. Well, this one I don't know. Zomboid, maybe? Anyway, this one is complete. So I got the Max in there, and then the little robot guy comes out, and then he stands on this platform here. Yay. Some of these things are super fiddly to get in. But that one's cool. And then this one's the Chronosaurus. And that one's complete. So I got the Max in there, the little dinosaur, and the little dude here, which looks very much like this guy here. But I can't figure out where this one goes unless it goes in here. But I'm pretty sure this is the right one from all the pictures I've seen. But that one is complete as well. And then we've got this one, which is the Dino Lab, which I already have the actual playset part of it. I always hate opening these because I feel like I'm going to break something, or they're going to pop open and fling parts everywhere. So the only thing I have to this one, there's nothing in there. It's missing that. The only thing I've got is the little dinosaur that's in here, and that his tail actually makes one of the Triceratops horns, or dragon horns, or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's the Triceratops because it's supposed to be Dino Island. But I've already got this one, so I did not have this little dinosaur here though. Next up, got this one, which is the ice alien ship. So you got Max over here, and these things kind of turn, and then there's this little monster that comes out here. And there's supposed to be a robot that's supposed to stand up here, but that is missing too. And then I've got the Cyclops, which mouth opens there, and the head opens, and then the eyeball comes out, and it's like a squid octopus thing. And I got Max, but I was missing. There's a bad guy that's supposed to go in here, and then there's a blue cage that drops over this area. That's a cool one too. And then next up, we have the Scorpion. And this one I can't remember how to open. I want to say it opens from back here. Yeah. So that opens there, and then the Scorpion comes out. And then you've got the little Scorpion driver that goes here. He's missing the Max, and then this piece opens up and kind of stands like that. And we'll do the next. So now we're getting into the good stuff. So that stuff was fun. This is the really cool stuff. So next up we have Magnus, which if I remember right, this was like when Max ended up fighting Skullmaster, and there was a guy, I can't remember who his name. What was his name? Warmonger, maybe? I don't remember. The Lava Lord or whatever created this thing, and then in the cartoon, like, Max ends up taking it over, and yeah, you just have to watch the cartoon. It's really a really good cartoon. It holds up pretty well, actually. But his leg opens up, and he got a little motorcycle, little doohickey thing in here. And this side, I just got Virgil and Norman in there. And I think one of the lava monsters is supposed to go in there, but I've got him someplace else. And then these arms, each of these arms come off. And that's supposed to be like, I guess, a vehicle. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I thought it said it was supposed to be like a vehicle, but I don't know. And then the other arm does the same thing. It comes off, and then you got a missile here that shoots really well. And then this tab unhooks when you unhook the head. And when you do that, you got this little platform up here that he can stand on, or Max, or one of the bad guys. Then I got Lava Lord in here, and then he's got like a little ship that he flies around in on, kind of tucked away in here. Then you got two missiles that shoot out here, which I'm not going to mess with shooting those out. And then there's another little lava monster that's kind of hiding back here. What I like is that, like, certain things, like the missiles, end up becoming the eyeballs and that kind of stuff. There we go. So that's the Magnus. That one's really cool. I guess we'll go with this one. So this is the Dragon Island. So first up, when you come up and open this piece up, you got a little monster that sits here. And it's supposed to have batteries, and I think it's got lights all around it that light up, but I don't have any batteries in it. So when you come around to the back, you push on this. And then these things open up. And if you look here, let's see if I can get that. There we go. You got a little tongue missile. It's supposed to be a monster. it sits just kind of right here. And then over here you got Virgil, and you got a little raft that comes out. And then, like I said, the monster lives up here. I'm going to close those because we really don't need those open. And that just means stuff loses. So this piece opens up. And this piece opens up. And you got this dragon that comes off, and he's got a little bomb in his chest that drops off. I know you're not seeing everything that I'm seeing, but... And then, if you look inside here, I got the two little missiles, the little monster that comes with it, Skullmaster, and then Norman's sitting down over there. And these missiles just kind of stick in here and shoot, which we don't need to see them shoot. And then you got another little platform missile thing here, and it actually pulls off of here and clips onto the front. The best thing to do here, and there's some other little play features and everything, but this isn't like a full review. I was just kind of showing you. So that, and we'll stick the missile down there. Another missile down there. And then that closes there. Yeah. And there you have Dragon Island. And last up, we have the big one, which I think these three really work well together. We'll move these out of the way for now. And this one, there's a little purple button here. You got to push on it. And that pushes everything open. Well, actually around here, you kind of got a little platform here that can come out. And you got a little twisty thing here that doesn't do anything. And then you got a mouth. That pulls out there. And this little dude's sitting up here. And this little dude's... Oops, you can't see. Sorry. This little dude's sitting over here. I think that's supposed to be Skullmaster, but different one than we got. And then I got another little dude sitting up top, up here. Sorry if I'm not following around with this. I'm trying to get this done before I run out of battery here. Now this one was missing a couple things. I'm missing... there's a little island platform that connects, and then all this stuff kind of connects to it. So you can put the island like out here, and it connects to all this stuff. And then you got this little hammerhead shark. And then you got a little sea turtle and a little crab over here. Oops, guess that's gonna happen there. Then you got a little jet pod up here. So I'm about out of battery. So, yep, we're gonna call that a done deal. So real quick story on this. I found this on Facebook. Dude was selling it. He wanted $90 for everything. I very politely asked him, like, hey, I can't afford it. You know, I'll do 50. And he said no. And I said, okay, that's fine. Was real kind about it, nice and everything. And then about a week later, he messaged me and said, hey, do you still want all that stuff for $50? And I said, yeah, sure. And he said basically he was offered $50 several times from different people, but he said I was the nicest person, so he gave it to me. So he's like, I was basically just said, you know, there's no reason to be a dick over toys. They're just toys. So Yeah, that's the long and short of the story. Good deal, $50 for all that stuff. Just between these three play sets and their condition, because they're mostly complete. These two are complete. This one's mostly complete. On eBay, they would typically go for like 150, I think, for the three of them, somewhere in that ballpark. And then all the other little ones that were hit and miss complete. But anyway, thanks for sticking around and watching. Sorry, I got to rush, but my battery's about to die, so I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.